What's going on? I'm Ricky Lee.
What's up, Torch Life Gang?
Welcome to Table Study.
We in here.
We started this podcast. It was started as a Bible study, turned into a podcast. We hope that it inspires you. We go over everything and anything that has to do with the Bible-related Christian relationships, all this stuff. Hope it encourages you. Welcome to the table.
Welcome to the table. Howdy.
Today, by the time you're watching this, today's going to be a real laid-back. Yeah, just kind of a laid-back. We got snacks. Hey, we've been busy, man. We've been grinding. We're actually filming twice during the day. But by the time you see this, it'll be Thanksgiving.
Yep.
We want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Here's what we want to do. What are you thankful for? We're going to wait.
Right.
Write it down.
Here, while they get me some water. Go ahead and think about it.
Go ahead. Think about it. Real talk. What are you thankful for?
And why are you thankful?
What are you grateful for?
Yeah. What are you thankful for and why are you grateful?
I know for me, it's something I had to practice,
Yeah.
like early on as a believer, because I just naturally didn't know how. It wasn't taught.
Right.
So I had to literally it was weird. I'd be like, okay, thank you. And they'd be like, yeah, no problem. No, thank you. And I would say it over and over and they'd be like, bro, you're getting weird. And I'm like,
hey, yo, I be catching myself. Okay, we were at Bubba's. I did the same thing with the girls. Me, Gabby, and Noah, we were eating at Bubba's. And the lady was nice, right? But I kept saying, thank you so much. Thank you so much. And she started looking at me like, this fool's playing games. I'm like, no, but for real, I'm really thank you.
I heard you 3 times, bro.
You brought my food. I was like, thank you.
You know when you're practicing something, though.
Right.
You know?
Right.
I get it. I do.
Tell other people, okay, nowadays, I don't know about y'all, but nowadays people rude.
Oh,
Some people
yeah.
they don't got no manners. They don't manners. I'm like, bruh.
No, I think sometimes showing gratitude, being thankful sometimes is even come off as flirting because it's just so foreign. I'm like,
Yeah.
I ain't flirting with you.
I literally said thank you.
I said thank you.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh my God. No.
Here, you want something else?
Yeah, no, relax.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. There's a study that I tripped out on. It says, and I don't know how to go through all right now, but basically this is what it was. That there's gratitude when you practice gratitude. Like, so you know how we're doing it, we're saying we're doing it on purpose, right?
Oh, right.
It actually rewires your brain. There's evidence that it physically rewires nerves in your brain.
No way.
They took a person, they put them under image before,
Right.
and then they had them do these exercises and stuff of thankfulness and gratitude and wherever they were. And then they did another brain image scan after, and bro, there was different brain cells that had grew and nerves. Huh. Isn't it something the way God created us to okay.
I want to go there, but I don't know if we can go.
Oh, what is it?
Oh, I don't know if I could go. I don't know if we have time. Okay, finish, and then I'll think about it.
Sorry.
We got time. We definitely got time. But
Well, we grown. First of all, I'm a grown man.
Oh, man.
Okay. That was my wife upstairs. What I was gonna say though was, you notice in the Bible when it comes to humility, God always ties it to something. Like he opposes the proud, but gives grace to the humble.
Right.
In James, we're going over James.
Yeah.
And that's what he says. He goes, I remember reading that scripture and huh? So hold up. You're against those. First of all, we're talking about God, the creator of the universe.
I think that we said the version we read was opposed.
Yes.
I'm opposed, an enemy to the proud.
Yes, bro.
Bro, we read that.
Yeah.
Bro, that was scary.
But then he gives grace to the humble.
Yeah.
And then you begin to study what grace is, and you're like, holy cow.
Yeah.
Grace is not just it's unmerited favor. It's mercy.
Right.
It's this thing that you don't deserve, but he gives it to you anyway. It's it's not just to get you out of trouble. Because I used to think that's what grace was. Oh, grace just gets me out of trouble. No. Grace is actually the power to transform you so that you don't get in trouble in the same thing over again.
Exactly. Yeah.
Blows me away, but there is humility tied to that.
Right.
So the first thing we see is when you humble yourself before the Lord, these things start to, okay, well, you can only humble yourself when you're grateful.
Yeah.
You only humble yourself when you're thankful. Yeah. So
And I remember, like, even the kids, right? Like, we'll be eating, or like Noah will say something smart. She'll be like, "I don't want that." I said, "Cool, you don't eat. Mm-hmm. We don't do that in this house. Mm-hmm. You should be grateful for." And you know, it's funny because, and I don't know how you feel, but I mean, I'm sure you feel the same way, right? Mm-hmm. The boys are at a certain age to where you can ask them these questions. I can't ask the kids this yet, but I can't wait till my kids get 15, 16, specifically Gabby, because she's older. So I'll experience it first with her. But I want to sit down and ask her, like, what is it like to have certain things in your life? What's it like to have a dad? What's it like to have a mom? What's it like to have them together? Now, granted, me and Gabby's mom, real mom, you know. But you live in a household.
Yeah, but she looks at Joe like mama, though.
Joe's mom. So, what is that like? You know, like, because you've lived a life, your whole life, before she moves out of her house, goes to college, or whatever she wants to do. You have lived a life that I will never experience.
1,000%.
I won't know. I don't know what it's like growing up in a household until I was 7.
Like, you're able to give it to them.
Right. I can give it to you, but I
don't know what it's.
I don't know what that is like.
Especially at that age. Like, developing and.
Right. So you're telling me that at the age of 11, you're still able to be a kid. What was that like? And some, I mean, I don't know if people that are watching this, but if you're watching this and you got this far, if you give your kids a good life, and you didn't have a good life, right? Because we grew up different, much different.
Yeah.
Ask your kids, what is it like? And get their perspective, because we've never experienced that.
No.
But I've noticed the ones that have never experienced that, make sure that our kids never experience that.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't imagine my kids going through what me and my sister went through, right?
Yeah.
Seeing what my mom had to scratch up, right? Or knowing they can come home and live in peace.
Yeah.
Mom and dad ain't fighting.
Yeah.
Dad's a goofball, but dad's active. Dad hangs out. Oh, dad has movie nights. Before I came over here, I just decorated the whole entire living room. I put, Christmas stuff. I'm going crazy. No,
I heard you going wild.
But I'm creating core memories for you. So as you get older, you remember more good moments than bad moments.
1,000%.
Gabby's going to grow up and realize the bad moments I had were not necessarily in my dad's household.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
And I know you're doing that stuff because of the gratitude you have.
Exactly.
Like, you're like,
all of
the place that you're in, you're like,
right.
No, I want to give this to my kids.
Right.
I want them to have a whole perspective.
I'm able to give this to, because I never thought I would be able to give this to. I remember I was driving and I was talking to God. I'm like, God, I cannot believe where I'm at now, and it's all because of you.
Yeah.
I spent 7 years in a 2-bedroom apartment with 4 kids. Yeah. 3 kids. I lived in the hood for 7 years. Yeah. I drove a Crown Vic for 5 years. You remember that, family? Yeah. I mean, like I've worked and I've done, and I never thought that I would be. Some people are like, well, I mean, you just live on the good side of town now, or you have a house. But it was not my doing.
All that's God's grace.
This is God's grace. I'm thankful
now, mind
for this.
you, the last week's podcast, we talked about faith and works.
Right.
And so there is some of that tied into it. Like, there's some of that where God has presented something to you, right? And you actually did something with it, though.
Right.
We've talked about it in the church, the parable of the talents.
Mm-hmm.
And I love this analogy how we say, okay, well, if God gave you apple seeds, and what are you going to do with it? So some people, they'll plant the seeds, and then they don't water it, though, and they don't till the ground, and then they get impatient, and so it never grows. Mm-hmm. Some people, they water it, and they take care of it, and all of a sudden a tree grows.
Right.
But then they eat all the apples, and then they have nothing left, and they cut down the tree and use it for firewood, and they're like, oh, well, that was my run with God. Mm-hmm. And then some people... excuse me,
go crazy.
They grow the tree, right? They get half the apples, they eat them, they replant them,
and they grow more.
And they grow more, and then they learn how to make apple pies, and then they open up a storefront called God's apple pies, and they're serving these best, and they're making the best. They're taking their time to make sure that they taste good, and but what they're doing is whatever God has given them, there's such a gratitude and a thankfulness for it that they're just, what's the word I like to use? reciprocating.
Reciprocating.
They're reciprocating that love that God has shown.
Right.
I had somebody come up to me the other day, and he's a coach. I cut 2 of his kids from Cleveland. They play basketball. And we anytime you get a haircut, well, most times you get a haircut with me, it's church time, baby. We're
Right,
going on. And this
right.
guy, he actually leads a Bible study in the School of Christian Athletes and stuff. It's pretty dope.
Oh, neat.
So we're talking, and he told me something, and I just felt the Holy Spirit. He goes, man, what you do here at the shop, especially with some of these youngsters, he goes, thank you. Because God is really starting to use you. And it was out of pure intention, but I didn't know how to take it.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, yeah, thanks, man.
Get out.
But then all of a sudden, you know what? It clicked, and I said, you know what? I thank God for the opportunity, bro. I almost cried and everything because it really hit me. Like I get my job. Like I get to work with my hands, but I get somebody in my chair,
But I get to make an impact.
bro, and I get to share the gospel.
Yeah.
Like I get to just to the best of my ability, because I ain't perfect and stuff,
Right,
but like
right.
I get to at least try and see God's face and,
Right.
and give the gospel and have conversations and be a leader and ask God for direction. And man, I just had such an overwhelming gratitude for that, bro. That it it shook me the whole evening. It shook me.
Yeah.
Even now thinking about it, I'm like, I don't deserve it.
Right.
I don't understand it, but God, thank you.
Okay. And then we look at it like, man, thank you, God, for not allowing me to be lazy.
Yes.
I think that's where people see that's where the divide in success is. Oh, you got money and you're successful and all this. You don't know what struggle's like. I do, but I wasn't lazy. I'm grateful for every opportunity, good or bad. I think people, they don't capitalize on the bad opportunities. They only want to capitalize on the good opportunities.
And this is why I'll say I wasn't even thinking like, oh, am I being lazy? That was a part of it.
Right.
But God knows my heart, right?
Right.
God knows your heart. He sees, the Bible literally tells us He knows our intentions. My first thing has always been, man, Lord, I just want to do right by you.
Right.
You gave me something.
Yeah.
I want to take care of it.
Yeah.
And early, when being a young man, like younger man, I didn't know what that meant, and I didn't know how to. I mean, even in my marriage, even as an early dad.
Yeah.
I didn't know, bro. Like, and I look back now, and to me, that was normal. And then as you mature and you look back and you're like, that's not normal.
I was a dirtbag.
Yeah, that's just
Yes.
so dysfunctional.
Yes.
And so now, the man that God's developing in me now, and the maturity that's coming along with that is, I love my kids. I'm proud of them.
Yeah.
I've been able to. My kids are 18, 19, 20 now, and I've been able to, all 3 boys, and I've been able to, at least to the best of my ability, give them the gospel.
Right.
Walk in humility and serve and be an example of that, and
Right.
and then teach them, and they've picked it up.
Yeah.
And then I've been able to just love my wife the way the Bible says to love her.
Yeah.
Not me trying to be cool guy and trying to buy her what she all the stuff and buy her love and all. No, now there's been some things where thank God I'm able to bless her,
Right.
but lay my life down for her the way Christ laid down His life for the church, like type of love, right? I didn't understand that, and so the more that I begin to practice these principles, the more that I'm seeing
Right.
God move, God bless, God give favor, God. And this is not a prosperity type of thing. We've talked about that. Like,
Right. Well, we're not. Everything we're saying is all for work.
yeah,
We're not. We didn't roll into money. We didn't wake up into $1 million mansion. Nah, bro. We know what it's like to go to worry about food stamps that was cut off.
Yep.
We know what it's like to live in a Section 8 housing.
Yep.
We know what it's like to not have no food in the counter and
No
the
car.
cupboards, no car,
One cell phone.
Bro, I remember. There were some core memories, and if my mom's watching this, she'll remember it. She's probably gonna cry. But I remember that my mom got a big paycheck, right? She sold a car, and to celebrate, we wanted to go to McDonald's to get ice cream, right? So in the hood, or at least on the east side where we lived at, in the hood it's dark, dog, and it's scary. There's you ever walk down them streets, you feel like I should not be on this street.
100%. I grew up in the South Valley.
Yeah,
we didn't even have sidewalks.
Yeah. So
need a sidewalk
you
back
walking
then.
on the street like I should not be walking through here, right? But I remember my mom was so happy that she said, "Let's go get some ice cream." We didn't have a car, so we walked, and that my mom helped me, and I remember it very vividly because the way we walked, right? And she was saying, "Remember, son, if you're with girls, you never allow the girl to walk on the street.
on the outside.
You walk on the inside of the street." So we knew what we were walking through, dog. So I carried a razor. My sister carried a little tiny hand bat. You know what I mean? So, but I remember walking over there, and my mom. I was so grateful to be there at McDonald's because we never went. It was just cool to, fam. I grew up where I would look at the kids having McDonald's birthday parties up there and be like, dang. I wonder what that's like. Never been up there. You know what I mean? So my mom said we're gonna have McDonald's ice cream. I'm like, bro, we made it. You know what I mean? But these kind of moments, it helped create the gratefulness. Then
Yeah.
I'm grateful that my kids don't experience that.
I'm listening to you too, and you can see where your mom instilled that into you.
Yes.
Thank God for your mom, a praying
Yes.
mom. There's no such thing as a perfect mom.
No.
Or perfect dads. We're learning that. But
There's a difference when you have a trying one.
yeah,
That's
there's
what
something
does it.
about like a praying, like my mom, a praying woman,
Right.
loves God.
Right.
Not perfect, but was one of the hardest workers that I know, and
Yeah.
got me and my sister through. And so, I think about, you're talking about a memory. I have a memory. My mom, she's trying to go through like nail school, hair school. Back then it was called Parks College, something like that. She met a friend. The friend would come over and like, dang, like we lived in the hood.
Yeah.
She met the kids. Oh, it felt bad for the kids.
Right.
Right. But we didn't know. To us, it was normal.
Yeah.
We didn't have,
Hey, people in the hood, we take care of each other.
oh yeah.
Because
For
we
sure.
know they don't got nothing, neither do we.
100%.
So we gonna help each other out. Yeah, that's
But I
called
remember-
community.
That person's parents, they were an older white couple who came from money. He was an architect. His name is George, and I love George. To this day, George, if you ever watch this, I have such a gratitude for you. I've said it before. But and at the time, he wasn't a believer. Just a guy who was just trying to do something nice, right?
Right.
Long story short, he started taking me to Lobo games, the girl Lobo games.
Oh, dope.
Fam, I ain't never been to a basketball game in my life.
Right.
I know what that was. It was awkward.
Yeah.
There's some white dude I'm rolling in the back of your seat.
Right.
Wow.
Weird. Okay. Weird. Number one, because he's white.
Yep.
I hate to say it, people, but
No.
he's white. Like
No.
we don't use
Nah,
to. You know?
it was uncomfortable.
Yeah.
It was weird.
Yeah.
Not that he made it. He was awesome gentleman.
Yeah.
Just for me, when you grew up in the hood, you never experienced that.
You don't
Like,
hang out with white people. Like that.
You don't see white people in the hood.
Yeah.
A lot. So
Yeah.
okay. He would buy whatever you want, and I was like, the popcorn, the nachos. I didn't know.
What do I
So
get?
I wouldn't pick nothing. So then
Yeah.
they would pick it,
Oh, dope.
and then they'd be like, "Okay, did you want some popcorn?" And I was like, "No, thank you." They'd buy me popcorn. Check this out, though. This is what the course is.
I hate to say it. They look at you like he wants a.
He wants some popcorn. Oh, for sure.
Yeah, they're like, no, shut up.
Little big. You know dang well, boy.
Little
Fam,
Oh.
I would eat half of my stuff, and then just hold on to it, and
Save it for your
I
moms.
didn't notice.
Yeah. Save it for your moms.
I would save for my sister.
Dang.
So we go to the house, and he's like, "Do you want me to throw that away for you?" I was like, "No, it's okay." And he's like, "Oh, okay. Did you not like it? You want me to get you another one?" And I go, "No, I just want my sister to be able to have some."
Dang.
So what I found out later, I didn't know this,
Yeah.
but later on, because to this day, my mom and the lady are still friends.
Oh, that's dope.
Bro, I'm talking like I'm 40 now, so
Oh, sheesh.
30 years,
Sheesh.
32 years, something like
Sheesh.
that. She said that the dad went home, started crying, and then shortly after that, started picking up me and my sister, and then we take us school shopping. We go to global games, stuff like that, and they would hook us up for school. But I could look back and I could see where some of that stuff was instilled into me from my mom.
And I think that's why we see. Sometimes you see. It bothers me now because I see some kids and they think they have it hard. Like you don't have.
Oh man, I see
At least
it a
what we
lot.
live at, right? You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
for
Like,
sure,
you
bro.
don't. Why you want to? There's no point of thugging. There's no. Dog, you live a good life. Your
Yeah.
dad works a very good job. Your parents are still together. Number one,
Yeah, you have a dad in the home.
you don't know. You don't. You probably don't know what food stamps is. And if you do, it doesn't matter because your dad make money.
100%.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, you don't know what the little every time the first of the month came around, there was like government cheese and
Right. And
the white boxes of cereal and stuff like
Fam,
that. Like,
this is why it bugs me. Like, okay, whenever I hear people like complain about work, and they're like, "Oh, I don't got a car to get to work." I'm like, "I don't know, bro. The bus is free."
Yeah.
And I tell people, they're like, "Well, what do you mean? I'm not gonna ride. Why? You need to get to work." Well, would you ride the bus? I did. Me and my sister both did.
I had to take the bus too.
Yeah, like, and it wasn't even free when we rode it.
I would take the bus to a certain point, walk my sister to her school, and then finish walking the rest of the way, and then we did the opposite to get back home.
Yep, that's what I'm like. Dog, the bus is free, and they're like,
Yeah.
"That's crazy." I'm like, "Right, you don't want it. You don't want it.
Yeah.
I want it. I gotta get.
There's
I gotta
such
make
a
this."
sense of entitlement. I hate using that word because it's thrown around a lot, but yeah, it is. It's like this sense of entitlement. Like,
Right.
like
Yes, there's weirdos on the bus, fam. We know
Oh
that
my gosh,
too well.
yeah.
We know it
mind
too
your
well.
business. Don't stare at them and just get off at your stop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay. In California, I remember that the schools were so big they had no school buses. At least for us, we had to take city bus. So you every month you had to go get the little bus pass. But you got to go wait in the bus. Just because there's a bunch of kids on there going to school doesn't mean that there's no human regular adults.
Yeah,
on there.
yeah, yeah, regular
And some of them
homeless
are weird.
dude,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I just think as we go into Thanksgiving, right? Things like this is good to reflect on. What am I actually thankful for? And if I'm not thankful for a lot, what do I need to start being thankful for? Because I guess I'm thankful for my parents. We should be thankful that they're not in a nursing home and breathing machines.
100%. It's a good time to really start reflecting and
self-reflecting,
taking note.
family reflecting. Yeah, because it's some people don't think it's a big deal, but it is.
No, it is.
It really is. Because
is.
if you're not thankful for the little things you do have, how could God expect you to be thankful for things that He wants to do?
And
bigger
the
in
Bible
your life?
tells us, the Bible
Yeah.
says that if you're faithful with the little, I'll make you a ruler over much.
That's right. Look at Joseph,
Mm-hmm.
fam. I'm almost done with the book of Genesis. Right.
Okay?
We're studying Joseph, right?
Okay.
Joseph and Daniel are the only two people in the Bible that you do not hear bad things about them anywhere. There's nothing said about Joseph that is bad. There's nothing said about Daniel in the Bible that's bad. I dare anybody to look it up. There's nothing. There's nothing. Anybody in the Bible, out of all the prophets, out of Moses, out of New Testament, was said anything even slightly bad about
Yeah,
Joseph.
like
or Daniel.
Joseph got disobedient or
Never.
doubted God or.
Right.
Huh.
And going into last week, right, we read about Joseph. Joseph was an epitome of faith and works. I don't know how this is going to work, God, but I believe that you put me here for a reason. I'm going to trust in you and do what I need to do.
And it's crazy how his started with just a dream.
He got rebuked by his dad
Yeah, there was nothing.
because Jacob said, "Well, you expect me and your mom to bow down to you and your brothers?"
Yeah.
My day one said no.
And it's like, I'm not telling you guys what I think. I'm just telling you the dream.
I'm telling you a
that-
dream. Yeah. So, Joseph went to Potiphar's house. The Bible says all Potiphar had, I remember reading, I think it's 42. All Potiphar had to do was worry about eating. He didn't worry about bills. He didn't worry about the other slaves in his house. He didn't worry about his wife. He didn't worry about the land, the crops. He didn't worry about nothing.
So Joseph lived in a way where he was so grateful for where he was at, he just took initiative and did things.
Integrity. That's
Set
it.
such a high standard that
I'm a
Pharaoh
slave.
had to do nothing.
I'm a slave, but I'm going to be the best slave. That's crazy
That
to
is
hear.
crazy.
Because people are like, a slave, bro, this sucks. Like, bump my brothers, bump everybody.
Yeah.
How could God be
I'm
with
mad
me?
at God. Let me go over
Bruh.
here and pray
God-
about it. And da da
God never once cursed. Joseph never once cursed God. Okay, so then we hit Potiphar's wife, wants to get nasty with Joseph.
Mm-hmm.
Joseph said, bro, no, I can't do that. That's going to dishonor God and my master. But he was more worried about God than Potiphar. So he took off running, blah, blah, blah. That happens, right?
Mm.
The Bible said Potiphar was angry. Now, knowing that Potiphar was upset, the Bible never says who he was upset with. They like to say that Potiphar was more upset with his wife than Joseph because he was a part of the royal court. He could have just, if raped in that time, could have been taken straight to the high court. They could have just killed him.
Oh, yeah.
But because he took him to jail instead, they said that they believe his anger was towards his wife because now he'll never find nobody like Joseph.
Especially being in that kind of power, it would have been very common for somebody to die right away. Versus like, no, my gut tells me that it was her messing around
And it wasn't him.
because of his character.
And now I got to lose a good guy because of your stupidness.
Holy cow.
So then, okay, family, he goes to prison. Does he still question God? Does
No.
he?
He goes and he takes over the prison.
He's number 2 in prison.
Yeah. Everywhere he went.
Everywhere he went, there was the faith and works. God, I believe you. God, I trust in you. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I know you got me. I'm gonna do the best that I can in this position to whatever happens, happens. Whether I die tomorrow or not, I believe you. I not. Okay, then you have the butler or the butler, I think it was the baker and the cupbearer.
Yep.
Cupbearer goes up. Fam, in the Bible, Joseph said, just remember me when you go to Pharaoh.
Yep.
Fam, it was 2 years later before the cupbearer even said anything to Pharaoh.
That's great.
He wouldn't have said anything if Pharaoh would have never had that dream that couldn't be interpreted. He
Yeah.
forgot about Joseph.
Yeah, for
for
sure.
2 years.
The Bible literally says he forgot.
Dog. Bruh. So when we think about gratefulness, everything that he went through,
Yeah.
grateful.
Yeah.
I'm grateful I'm not dead.
Yeah.
My brothers could have killed me. God, I'm grateful. To have that kind of mindset, if we had that kind of mindset, what would the workspace look like? It's just amazing to me to hear and read about a man in the book of Genesis that takes up a quarter of the book of Genesis that never had anything bad said about him, didn't see his father again for another 21 years, was thrown into prison, was falsely accused. And then when God put him right where he needed to be, and he was grateful, he was grateful for the journey. Is amazing.
Yeah, it's mind blowing.
It's amazing because if we think as Christians, right, man, I want to be more like Jesus. Well, let's start with Joseph. Start with Joseph. Let's start with being grateful for where we're at. God, I hate this job, but I'm going to be the best at this job that I can be, even though I hate this job. We've been there, fam. I hate.
Do you think? Okay, because you triggered something when you said be more like Joseph. Why you start with Joseph than Jesus? Okay.
Right.
Do you think people have a lack of gratitude for Jesus, and
Yes.
that's what starts to? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yes. Because if we read about the crucifixion, we know Jesus did not have to do it. He had to do it. Like,
right?
But you tell me, okay, it's easy for Jesus to be like, I don't think they're worth it.
Right.
God, let's go kill all these fools. We'll start over.
Yeah, the Bible tells us that God, in His love, for God so loved
The world.
the world.
He saw us.
Yeah.
So I think it's
So okay. How does someone grasp that? How does someone go from that's a cute story to like, man, I am just desperately grateful for that.
okay. My way, kids.
Man, I know.
Boy, if y'all don't have kids. But in wedlock. But boy,
Get married and have a whole bunch of them.
yeah, because I think I didn't really have a gratitude. I had a gratitude for Jesus. I believed everything that he did on the cross. I appreciated it. I loved it. I accept it. But you don't really get a grasp on it until you have, at least from my perspective, until you have kids.
I've always said that too. So you're bearing witness.
Okay,
Because,
all right.
because I've said it today. I cut a guy's hair. And if you're watching my man, little brief story, but he's not a real believer yet.
Okay.
You know, but
He's getting there.
he just had a
We're
baby.
working on him. Oh,
And I was able to bridge the gospel because I was like, you know what, man, you know what's crazy? He told me, I remember what you told me. You're so right. Because he was nervous about being a dad.
Yeah.
I said, don't worry. Like, God put it in each one of us to know how to do it.
Right.
There's this instinct that kicks in.
Right.
And he kind of looked at me kind of like, I don't understand. But
Right.
today, because it's been a month since I seen him last,
He got it clicked.
had the baby and then, took a month off of work. Also,
Yeah.
he goes, bro, I remember what you said. And he goes, it's right. He's like, my wife is just like the most amazing mother. She's there. And I just know how to like hold the baby. And there's this instinct that kicks in. I said, check this out. Where do you think love comes from? And he's like, I go, no, listen. They tell us that our frontal lobes develop so that we wouldn't eat our young no more in evolution.
Right.
Okay, whatever. But you can't quantify love.
No.
Like a sense of morality. How do you chart that?
And then not only that, tell me who invented it.
100
and where it came from.
100%.
We don't develop that on our own.
So I said, the first time I had my son, there was something about it that I couldn't explain, couldn't be explained. And I was able to tell him, listen, that is God. And you could only imagine how much he loves you. But check this out. You think you love your baby girl?
My man's died.
You don't even know how much he loves her.
Yeah. Oh, bro, even
Because
more.
2,000 years ago, he died for her.
Yeah.
So that we could all spend together in heaven.
Yeah.
That's the purpose. You were born with a purpose.
Yeah.
Bro, he sat there. He was like, the gospel, bro. No, you have a point.
Yeah.
There is
I
something.
think it's kids, man.
There's
Like,
something to. Now, if you don't have kids, I would say this: you need to do a really big reflection, and just the Holy Spirit is going to convict you and deal with your heart, but you're going to either make a choice one way or the other.
Right.
That's what it comes down to. You're going to be
Right.
like, yeah, you're going to listen,
Yeah.
or you're not.
Yeah.
And my hope and my prayer is that even as you're hearing our words, that God is dealing with you, and He's reminding you of those things that maybe you took advantage of. Why do we wait till the funeral? Why do we wait till it's gone? Why do we wait till something is lost? Why do we wait till something is? Why do we do that? We may, as human beings, we have this habit of treating things with respect and love and kindness and grace when we're about to lose them. You're about to lose your wife.
It's too late.
You're about to lose her.
Well, it's never too
So
late.
now you want to start dating her again. Now you want to, I'll just put the phone down and I'll stop watching the pornography and I'll stop doing that. Okay, babe, my bad. I know it's been 11 times in the last 2 weeks. I was like, come on, bro.
Right.
Do it now.
Right.
Show the gratitude now. Work on it now. Love your kids now. Be present now. Mom, you don't have to try to control everything. You don't have to try to worry your way through everything. God knows what you need. Matthew chapter 5. If you, being sinful, wouldn't give your child a snake if they were hungry, you would give them bread. How much more your Father in heaven?
Right. Agreed.
You know,
Yeah.
gratitude, bro. The more it's, that's why I brought it up when we first started this. The more we begin to practice these things,
It softens
faith
you up.
and works, faith and
Yeah.
works. Like if
Yeah.
you didn't get to watch our Faith and Works, go watch it.
Right. Right.
It's gonna rewire the way you think. It's gonna rewire the way you do things, and all of a sudden that becomes the new normal,
Right.
rather than the situation that you're in that you think is normal. All that dysfunction.
And we don't say anything. Once again, we don't say nothing that we never put in work with.
No, I'm not just
Bro,
talking out the side of my neck.
I always love it when people say, like, well, when I saw my kid and came out and I held him, it was a wrap. Not for me.
No,
Nope.
what was it?
When they talked.
Ah,
Because when you're not talking, I'm just kind of like, all right, cool, dude. Like, let's speed this up, right? Because now, obviously, mine was a little bit more traumatic. I had a lot of drama come with mine.
for sure.
But at the same time, like, when people see their kids, oh, that's mine. It didn't click for me.
Yeah,
So I was like, I'm still going to do my thing. You know what I mean? Yeah, I got a
and
kid,
that's
whatever.
fair. It takes
But
everybody's different. It takes
It's
different.
something when they start looking at you and talking or trying to make sentences, something just like, this is mine.
I see your little girls run up to you in the shop,
Yeah.
Daddy,
That's-
and
that's-
they're running to you like,
Yeah. Now I know why people, like, when their kids grow up, let's have another one. I get it.
Yeah.
I know
Yeah.
why. So, okay. And, like, okay, Judea. Oh, bro. So, like, we'll be sitting at the house. And, like, today I was eating. And she's stuck to me, right? She's my hip.
Yeah.
And
Always
she's-
has been.
Yeah, squeezing the crap. Oh, just love you. She said, Dad, I love you. I said, I love you too. I'm like, yeah, bro, I'm killing everybody for you. But
This is why I bought a shotgun
this
and
is
an
why I
AR
have
and
10 guns and a rocket launcher.
Yep.
But I look at her and I'm like, man, I can only imagine the joy that comes on God when we spend time in His Word, talk to Him.
Yes, bro.
That's like us doing it to Him. Like, oh, I can't just imagine seeing you.
Yes, bro.
Like that. God just like, oh man.
Yeah.
What do you want?
And you know what's funny, bro? I think about this. That's all he wants.
Just time.
That's it. He wants to spend
That's
some
it.
time with you.
And sure, I mean, yes, as we are spiritually, we go through a kid phase, go through a teenage phase, you go through an adult phase. And I feel like the adult phase should never change from the kid phase. I should still want that time with you, like I seen you for the first time. I should still want to read your word. I should still that
That has become part of my daily prayer.
should never change.
Yeah, God, I don't want that to change.
Right.
I want to always have a need for you. I want to
Right.
always
Talk to me.
Teach me how to talk to you.
Yeah.
Teach me how to long for your word. Teach
Yeah.
me how to seek and knock. And 'cause Jesus says, He says, seek and you will find. Knock and the door open. And so I go, Lord, teach me.
Right.
I'm unfamiliar with it. I hear you say that, but I'm humbling myself, and I thank God that He answers those prayers.
Right.
There's nothing like seeing an answered prayer from God. Mm-hmm. This active,
It fires you up.
alive relationship that we have with Him, bro.
Yeah. Well, Thanksgiving time. That was a good one.
Man, well, you know, I'll tell you what. Let's close with what we're grateful for. We kind of mentioned it through. I'll name a few things.
Okay.
First of all, God, man, on my relationship, legitimately, like having a personal relationship with Jesus has been something that is amazing and learning and walking through. My wife, amazing. I'm blessed, man. That little fireball. When I pray, I say, God, thank you for the greatest gift you ever gave me. Like, I love Him more than anything.
What?
And Deli loves Him more than anything. Like I don't love my wife more than I love God. But right under that is this gift, man.
Yep.
You know, and my kids, my boys, man, I love them deeply. The young men they're becoming, it's pretty dope to see that stage of life, and then our business, you know what I mean, and I have family. You know, my brother Chris, Brenda, you, and JoJo. Yeah. Having friends who turned into family. You know what I mean? I don't have a lot of people in my corner, but the ones that I do are gold. Yeah. Gold. And so, yeah, man, that's pretty much it in a nutshell. And then God giving me the ability to learn, apply what I'm learning, and grow in Him. Yeah. That's it. Because it applies to everything. Yeah. So... You?
But family.
Yeah.
Family. God and family. I mean, my newfound relationship, I say newfound. It's not like I wasn't newfound, but, you know, just newly found revelation of what I'm thankful for our first Bible study that we had. Because it's like, bro, we look at it now, like, dang, bro, we were not good. But the family, God, the relationship with God, and I mean family, you, Chris, you know, my own family, wifey, the kids, just because there's something we never had. We didn't grow up like this.
For sure.
So I'm thankful that God has allowed me to continue to follow Him, but show me how the family unit should work. Yeah. And I'm grateful for that, because 7 years ago, that was not me. Yeah. 6 years ago, it maybe wasn't me. Yeah. So allowing God's grace, I'm thankful for God's grace, because boy, He should have killed me a couple times. You know, and if I lived in the Old Testament, I would have been the dude that you heard about smiting on.
100%. So who's that random smite? Keep reading.
Don't worry about him. So, but I'm thankful. I'm thankful to be able to go to work, to enjoy what I do, to be able to have a platform that we have now to spread the gospel in our own way. Yeah. I mean, we start from the chair, and then, you know, this is where it goes. For the teams that we have, I'm grateful for everything. I'm grateful for life, because a lot of people didn't wake up this morning.
Yes, sir.
So I'm happy. I'm thankful for it all.
Awesome.
So,
well, gratitude challenge for you. What are you thankful for?
Put them in the comments.
Pass it along.
Let's go.
Share this.
Yeah.
Tag somebody. Tag them for real. Say, hey, tell them what you're grateful for, and then tag them, and keep it passing. Hope you guys overload on turkey, you know, and that stuffing.
And hammer turkey, you got to put in the comments.
Hammer turkey.
Hammer turkey.
I'm a turkey guy. Give me a leg. Give me a leg, baby.
You got to smoke the turkey. But
oh, yeah. But, yeah, I hope that you have lots of laughs and food and all that good stuff. And we love you guys.
Love you guys.
Thank you for joining us.
Peace.
Till next time.